my friends. I know you're a little bit far away. I mean, feel free to use the dance floor at some point, but maybe we'll do that later on. In the meantime, my name is Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. It's a delight to be here, and let's just get on with this, shall we? Chap Hop show. We're terribly excited and raring to go. Will he play Timothy? Definitely not. We play obscure stuff that I haven't got, more likely. Now I hit the grain of disappointment. You should have known on the contrary code. You've underestimated me. I'm a better place to be when I might remove my strides and prepare a cup of tea. Find the Welsh channels on the telly. Pop the contents of the minibar into my belly, so let's plough through this rubbish. One more time before off to bed with shit I climb. And when I sell you merchandise, we'll be the best of friends. But that friendship's bound to die when that transaction ends. Why? I'm looking forward to leaving. I'm looking forward to getting the car out. I'm looking forward to leaving. Well, that's what I'm all about. I'm sure your company's rather splendid, but you know that when we talk about way to end it, leaving's just my favourite thing to do. That's true. Obviously, I'm not talking about Stanley, of course, no. No, it's not your fault, you're perfectly grand. You're just a picture when you love to leave whenever I am. I'm sure you're nice, I'm sure you are too. But it's something that you just have to do. When ladies take my hand and try to lead me to the floor, I'll bust a chap rock for their eyes and chap step out the door. Why? I'm looking forward to leaving. I'm looking forward to getting caught out. I'm looking forward to leaving. Well, that's what I'm all about. I'm sure your company's rather splendid, but you know that when we talk about way to end it, leaving's just my favourite thing to do. That's true. Back in the solo. It's all been nice now, I must go. What a lovely lady's phone-in show. Not delivery, of course, I'm looking for BBC Parliament. Here we go. I thank you. Thank you most kindly. Obviously, just joshing, of course. I'll start the show properly now then with a little number that has two important ingredients. This is the traditional start to the show. Firstly, a list of rules with which we shall no doubt live our lives the moment we leave this glorious arena. And secondly, you'll be really pleased to hear a sing-along chorus. All the way from Hove. All the way here from Hove. I left at 9:30 this morning. So what I meant to say was, a sing-along chorus! Lovely, thanks all for that. I had to tug on the heartstrings for a bit, but there you go, it worked. So what happens is this, I go, at the end of which, you all scream in unison, all hail the chap! Do you think we can do that? Let's have a practice then, it's over to you now. Let's see how you do. Sunderland did it very well, so let's see what happens.
All hail the chap!
Oh, well done, that was very good. Very good. Well, without further ado then, as we say in the business, let's rock. One and two. There we go, then let's hear it nice and loud. Sing!
All hail the chap!
And another one.
All hail the chap!
But the approach of the millennial malaise, you're all blighty with the need of a perennial brace. The age of the Corinthian, the plunge and the dandy, and give way to that, but the prig and the poor. Just before Borman, they tend to notice of our runway. Some said stop the rot, they shall take no more. Society was floundering, scoring desperation. What's one need to say because it's having publication of a good wonder. Help left to dress for wrestling between ties and cravats. Which is the best thing about anybody's sent in new ways. The top ones have ever, but rather suspected that. At last, really canted, knowledge, sweet as sherry. Good chap was here, we would all stay very glad of it. You could say sad evolution, not come and join us. And now, Dan, give evolution. Give the pipe a tap, fuck your little trap. Raise your hat or cap, as we say.
Oh, hear the Scapp.
That's the spirit. And another one if you will.
Oh, hear the Scapp.
Now we all know rules and they're to be broken, but never have truer words been spoken. Then in the code hereafter, hey presto, give the 10 rules of the Chap Manifesto. Thou shalt almost always wear tweed. It's the only fabric you shall ever need. Thou shalt never not smoke. Pipes made from briar, booze aged in oak. Always be courteous to the ladies. Give an air of Zeus with a dash of Hades. Never ever wear pantaloon. Come on, young scamps, there's still time to switch teams. Thou shalt always doff one's hat if you're a flaneur. Or simply like a stop and chat. Never fast to lower button of one's waistcoat. Quick to make the rules, it's just the best kid. Thou shalt always speak properly. Don't give the Westwards a monopoly. Never wear plimsolls if not doing sport, unless you're a Chap Hop superstar sort. Boys worship the trouser press. The good Mr. Courtney, he knows best. Boys cultivate interesting facial hair. What's on the top here? Not under there. Mr. Courtney charms and his aim for living. Within a world so unforgiving, where slow for banality the standard rule, we've upped our standards, so up yours too. Give the pipe a tap, fuck your rattle trap. Raise your hat or cap, as we say.
Oh, hear the Scapp.
Beautiful, it's over to you now, it's here.
Oh, hear the Scapp. Oh, hear the Scapp.
Nice and loud now.
Oh, hear the Scapp.
One more enormous one for luck. Pretty long, here we go.
Oh, hear the Scapp.
I thank you. So my friends, this is my naughty autumn tour. What's happened is this, you see. I often play a lot of family-friendly festivals during the summer. And then sometimes after a while you think, well, let's leave the family things behind. I know, sir. And often, that's the thing as well, the most requested thing I often get is usually, if people ask me to play things from the Chap Hop songbook, usually the things that people request are the, what you might call them, more outre numbers, perhaps. Some of the numbers which are a little bit more cheeky. So I decided, let's just pop them all together in one show. We play all the rude ones, and everyone will be happy. So basically, this is all your fault. And what I think, this is nothing, what you might call, you might have called back in the day politically incorrect. I like to think of these more as socially unacceptable. A lot of these songs. So, like I said, this is your fault. It's an old school Chap Hop for you. You at the Jubilee Perfumery, there was a rumour that you and me were indulging in some rudery. It was true, you see, was very prudently eluded me. I'm a student of the University of Verses, all its spurts and free speech. And weeks have gone by without so much as a bile leave. That's not strictly true. You said bye, then you left. You better have to hope that someday I may make you my own, or take you to Rome, or at least bake you some scones. But you left me alone, with nothing but my rhymes and my palms and my numerous balms. But you abstained from my charms when I opened my arms. Your balmy surely, to charm me cruelly, and make the cover of my jib unruly. I truly attempted to pass, but you left me in the carsy on my ass. I was unaware of your intentions, because you were hiding something you are unmentionables. You see, I thought you really were a tease, but you had venereal disease. I'm sorry, my classes have doubled my chances of contracting a venereal disease. Sing along. You sing. I rather like the idea of you pleasing me, but I don't want to go out like Easy-E. You handed me your number and said if you want to call, but I'm afraid I'd rather have on my sherry monocle. And when I woke, I was heartened to know it was at your place. I couldn't finish my porridge and I had to look at your face over the breakfast table. In confusion over the names, so the conclusion presented to Fanny who run for it. So I bolted, revolted to the door, but she jolted me to the floor in a rage. I'm sorry, old girl, I said, but I'm engaged. This was perhaps not the best course of action to take. She grabbed a hold of my arm and said, stay away, it'll break. She let me up and made some allusions to love, but she had hands up very wicked keeper's gloves. She had no need to call me a pest, but when they went downstairs, it was a bloody awful mess. I thought you were a Hottentot, but you had a rather rotten lot. I thought I wanted you to call, but I was sporting my sherry monocle. You had no need to call me a pest, but when I went downstairs, it was a bloody awful mess. You know? You sing it! Lovely, you know the words now. One more time. I think it. So, this is the level at which we should be working this evening. So my friends, I'm going to sing a little song now from my latest long player, National Treasure. Yeah, I called it that, I know, No one else was going to do it, I thought I'd do it myself. This time I'm going to play an old cabaret trick here. I'm going to go around about there. So I'm going to still split you into two. You don't have to move or anything like that, but this is just a choral thing, you see. So what happens is, I'm going to ask you a little question now first, is do we happen to have any weirdos in the house? Interesting. I really wouldn't have thought. No. Most surprising. So yeah, I'm going to split you down here. So what happens is this. When I say weird, you lot here go weird. And then you're over this side go weird. Nice. Well, someone's going low with that. I like it. And then when I say weird, you go weird. And you go, this is the tricky one, weird. Just a warm-up that was, it was just a warm-up, it'll be fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to sing a song in which I equate various moments from my youth with how I've turned out. Now, it's a little bit like, you know that song Ironic by Alanis Morissette? It's a bit like that, as much as it doesn't really work. We were 14. She had the biggest blue eyes I'd ever seen because she was dressed as a toad. No wonder I'm weird. After 3:15, she'd invite me round for a soda stream, but I said I prefer tea. No wonder I'm weird. Here we go. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. Not bad. We'll get the hang of it in the second chorus, don't you worry. I went to a boys' school where the ladies tended to avoid you, so I took up the ukulele. No wonder I'm weird. My idea of getting naughty was approaching girls rather like Charles Audrey. I would say, no wonder I'm weird. Here we go. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. No wonder I'm weird. Here we go. All this time I thought that in being weird I'd come up short. I'd never amount to much because I was all sort of weird. Now the years have shown But in being weird, one is not alone. So everybody sing along now. No wonder we're weird. Here we go. No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
Come on, you lot. No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
One more time. No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
No wonder we're weird. No wonder we're weird.
Weird.
No wonder we're weird. Thank you. That was awful. Work again. So, many of you may know me from videograms on one's tube. Well, many of you won't, because I've got 35,000 subscribers, and every time I put a videogram up, like 2,000. Anyway, I'm not going to complain about the algorithm. I'm sure every band you see here does that, so I won't do that. But yeah, I mean. So, you may know some of the occasion we'll take a little piece of popular culture and chap hopify it. Sometimes something will turn up that barely needs chap hopifying at all. And this is one of those little numbers, so all you need to know with this one is when I say excuse me, you all say what? Simple as that, really. Let's see how we go. Mother, father, look at me. I went to school and I got a degree. Most of my friends call it a gentleman's C. I went to school and got a gentleman's C. A gentleman's C. A gentleman's C. It's basically a third, you know, the drinker's degree. Is your muffin buttered? Would you like me to invite someone to butter your muffin? Excuse me!
What?
I say, excuse me!
What?
I say you, over there, all the shades long in your underwear. What are you doing sitting down? You should be horizontal, right now. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. Is your mother worried? Would you like me to invite someone to bother your mother? Excuse me!
What?
I say, excuse me!
What?
I say, you, in the front row, are you coming to my boudoir after the show? Well, I have some biscuits called shortness baked and some fortified wine, of which we can partake. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long. It's quite easy, this pop music stuff, isn't it? There's nothing different about it. On the shades long, which is basically on the shades long, effectively. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. On the shades long, on the shades long, on the shades long, all day long, on the shades long. 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 I thank you. Worth a go. So my friends, I popped the old banjo lady down for a moment. So I'm going to drop you some purest chap hop now. Actually, what I will do now, I think, is I'm going to play you an old rhythm and blues classic now, in a vaguely unusual chap hop style. This is a little interpretation of apparently what is the most streamed song of the entire 1990s. Can anyone guess what that song might be?
Sparks.
I mean, bless them, I love them, but they couldn't get arrested in the 90s. I mean, it's fine. It's all right, fine. Let's just move on. I'll just do it. Otherwise, it'll be like Spice Girls. It's not. No. So, it's an old rhythm and blues classic. in a vaguely unusual Chap Hop style, thus. Little victory every time it groups properly. Okay, it's in the key of G. In the key of G. Bassline. Let's go down, fit to black. Nice nations, your station in society's fate. Your actions necessary, I can see through you from the get-go as it were. But this is no spur upon your character. You're a harpy, a goozler, a grave man Gananda, a rather heavy bruiser and a sturdy salamander. A gun your curriculum data exposes your flaws, just like your double G and T can, as many of us know, by the end of an evening, can expose one's drawers. I said, get down the road, lady hands will flow my gossip all over town. I've not tried to make you my bride, but I'd like to get you on my ride. Yes, it's a penny farthing, I beg your pardon, I keep it in the shed in the garden. I can draw attention, now I've shown you my two-wheel. It's just what it is, I'm sorry, it's just what it is. It's my two-wheel John Thomas extension. You don't need a Porsche if you've got a penny farthing, you see. Because I don't like the way you work it, no dignity, we were dragged up. I don't like the way you work it, no dignity, you want you well dragged up. I don't like the way you work it, sing! No dignity, when you're dragged up. It's not bad. Let's have a little bit of a bit more next time. I don't like the way you work it. Well, you want to well dragged down. Because of this I must be wary of the kind. I'm dirty of the mind, but barely first you will find. I'm fervently inclined to desert you, leave you behind, become rather unentwined. Do I have to tell you how to behave? Must you always drag me into these close shaves and ruffians who don't understand the chat? The scruffy sounds, go give them a tap. You see, I don't like the way you work it. Sing! No dignity, we were dragged up. I don't like the way you work it. Sing it! Well, you want it well dragged up. I don't like the way you work it. No dignity. We were dragged up. I don't like the way you work it. No dignity. Now sing with me. I say away, 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 away. We're not waving. Let's do this song. I say away, away, away. Don't want to see those hands go. I say away, away, away. One more time. Let's do this. I say away, away, away. I thank you. Well played in the end. So my friends, I'm going to play a little number now from my 2019 long player, Dandy Easter. This is a little true story here. Now, I'm going to play a bit of new school Chap Hop, if you like. I mean, the difference between old school and new school hip hop was explained to me a little while ago by what we call in the business a young person. There's a handful of young people in tonight, which is always nice to see. And they explained it to me. I hate to use this term, but it was explained to me via the medium of dance. I know, I hate that term, but it was true. And they said old school hip hop went like this. That sort of thing. Whereas they said new school hip hop, and pay attention because you'll be doing this. Goes more like this. That's what I call it, the flush. Or the downward chicken, whatever you like with it. I prefer the flush myself, but it's entirely up to you. So you'll be doing this as I tell you this little true story. Alright, fists in the air, put it down on the one now. That's the spirit. Just got back from a club. Can't work with dear. Kosh Olsen's running a tub. Because he works for me. All night ethical debates with acid tech, soda licky. Like a brother's a vegan, but I ate fish. Would the ladies still hate me? Oh yes, they're my best chums. That's right, they're my best chums. And a gin and a scotch and a rum. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Cut short from Copper's advice. I was about to turn it down a tad. I look him straight in the eyes and say, my good man, you mad? I'm not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a drunk. That's right. So there, they might have a night pack when I can't find out them anywhere. But a bit of a scare on the way back home. Fell into a ditch like a chilly way go hey ho. Gotta get back on the horse. With a hair of a dog, I show no remorse. But of course, of a night I might try and find some shut eye back my guts. I feel like make a pot pie. Gonna sit on the throne and cry at times like this. I must admit, the chap quit up and simply quit. Run to the smallest room and sit. Sometimes one needs a great big think about it. I'm not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk, thinking of having another, thinking of phoning my mother, thinking of numbing the pain, thinking of starting again, thinking of having a piddle. Isn't it all just a riddle? Thinking of making some beats, thinking I should get some sleep, thinking that balmy fluid might have been spiked. I knew it. I'm not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic, not an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drunk. I thank you. Another true story for you now. My friend Edward likes a drink. He thinks it's better than tiddlywinks. He can sniff out a watering hole from a mile. Then 2 hours later, his gracious smile will greet you as you drag yourself from under the table. Unable to continue what once was in you, being mopped up by the barkeep, looking for worse of a card to keep your sanity intact. You hear another bottle cracked open. Old Eddie would go on like this. Quite a miss and stagger home to the missus in bliss. Until one night she rather put her foot down. If you come in this state once more, I shall leave town, she said. He could tell that she meant it. He told me as I found him in the club tormented. My mate's going to leave me if I go home like this. And here I am again in the club, quite pissed with cardboard chunders, holy water all over my shirt. She didn't leave me, but I shan't escape unhurt. What am I to do? Be ill, chap. I said, don't panic, Eddie, I have an answer to that. Simply tell your lonely wife that a ruffian did it. He threw up on your shirt when you quite forbid it. So you offered to box his ears from here to Brazil, but he offered to pay for the dry cleaning bill. I'm sure her indoors will relent and chill, and your union will continue still. Good Lord, said Edward, that might just work. And he set up with a swagger and his stagger. He stumbled through his door with a smile and a hiccup to be confronted by a nagger with a dagger. That's the limit, she shrieked, and began to pack her things. You got it wrong, my dear, said Edward staggering. I'm innocent. It was a chap intoxicated, quite inebriated. He did under my suit. I was so aggravated that once he had evaded, I gave him the heel of my grandson boot. But he offered to pay for the dry cleaning bill, though, see? He gave me £10 as the issue of the will. As he held the notes up in the air, his wife said, why are there two £10 notes there? Edward paused, merely for dramatic effect, for he knew the words to say, and he said them, and he regrets it to this day. He said, the first £10 note is from the chap who was sick on me. For that, I give him thanks. And the second is from the chap who shat in my pants. The second is from the chap who shat in my pants. It's true, I think. Sorry about that, true story. Or a joke I nicked off Clement Freud, one or the other. So, my friend, I'm going to play you one more tune before we're going to have a little break. And then I'll play some more later on. So, do we have any... well, does anybody here ever been on the X Factor?
Does it count if it's in your dreams?
No?
Does it count if it's in your dreams? Well,
I mean, to be honest, none of it counts, so whatever you like, yes, fine. But you know, or maybe someone was on The Voice.
just had one in the other day.
Yeah, we did have one the other day, didn't we?
Yes.
I mean, but...
Show topping.
You know, there we go, yeah. I mean, to be honest, any of us could say we'd won The Voice. No one would know. Yeah. I'm convinced the first series is still going on. Just a load of people trapped in an aircraft hangar, being forced onto a brightly lit stage every day to sing to the back of 4 empty chairs. Taking a while, but one day. Should you wish for fame and fortune, you need only come and see me, for I believe I have a solution to your problems. It's not entirely foolproof, but sometimes these things are worth a go. I mean, it's not for everybody. Some people don't take to it. Some people take to it too much. But here it is anyway. I'm contemplating how one becomes a star. I appear to have stumbled upon a formula. Something that will take me straight to the top and leapfrog all of those talentless fops. Here's the science part. I simply chose a nice class A. But heroin is so passé. Very 80s, you know, Zammo and all that. I know what to do, and I'll give you a clue. So listen to what I'm about to say. Now, the thing is here, I don't think you quite twigged that there's a physiological thing that happens within music that pauses in between syllables equal singing along. It's just something that happens, you see. So, shall we? So listen to what I'm about to say. Come on, there's two more of these, you know where to go. Last one, make it count. Keep it going, keep it going. Come on, keep it going. I think we'll try some of that crack cocaine. I've heard it rather takes away the pain. It's the kind of paper that might get me in the papers. I'm gonna need some critical acclaim. I'll make myself a nice drug hell. A cheeky tell the press can tell. And if I smoke some crack, I might get my mojo back. And win myself a brittle ward as well. Complicated button so there. Yes, old boy. Because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. They wanted me to go to rehab. I said that sounds nice. Having my ass wiped by the lower class, that sounds nice. I've got lots of time, and if they're supplying the wine, well, they wanted me to go to rehab. I said that sounds nice. So I think I'll try some of that crack cocaine. I've heard it rather takes away the pain. It's the kind of caper that might get me in the papers. I'm gonna need some critical acclaim. I'll make myself a nice drug hell. A cheeky tell the press can tell. And if I smoke some crack, I might get my mojo back. And win myself a brittle ward as well. Yes, if I smoke some crack, I might get my mojo back. And win myself a brittle ward as well. I just nice. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for the apologies for the clappers in the audience. We'll have a little break now. Get yourself a drinky. Go outside, smoke and pipe for a moment. I'll be back shortly. Cheers. Hello again, my friends. I thought I'd best get back on the stage just in case you start drifting off. So, now as I said, this is the Naughty Autumn Tour. There have been many requests of songs over the years, and to To be honest with you, there's one song above all others that has been requested the most. And I've resisted it. I said, I don't think I can play that one anymore, can I? I don't think so. People go, oh, please play that one. And we love it. I like that one. It's lovely. It's not lovely. No. But, well, so, you know, this basically, I'm going to explain myself here because there's a kind of horrible concept at the centre of it, but what I'm trying to tell you here is that what I'm going to play for you now is a fearless social satire upon the nature of privacy in the modern era. You see? So, whatever else you think you might hear is entirely a figment of your own tawdry little imaginations. So there. It's been a while since I played this one, to be honest. As we slide down the razor blade of life these days, in many ways, the malaise of what life betrays of any wonders it about. But in equal ways confound that just so much a chap can do. The needn't cost a pound, one can natter to a flapper down under. As a matter of course, until one's horse or put any resource. One can fly up to the colonies for gentleman economy, but if the colonials bother me, I can order for bombing spree, theatrical productions, with a mere push of a button, or simply move a house if we don't want to live in Sutton. These days one can do just what one pleases, buy exotic cheeses, catch exotic diseases, enough pornography on tap, to barely kill a chap, but do take heed, because it all could be a trap. Now I can tell by the gormless grin on your face, don't you think the modern world is a wonderful, wonderful place? But you just can't rape a goat these days. It'll hang upon your Facebook page. If the public knows what you did to that goat, you will have the authorities at your throat. You just can't rape a goat these days. You'll be in trouble in so many ways. Confuse a billy or a nanny for a willy or a fanny, and you'll have a local papers in a rage. We sing. Dirty little secrets never last. Now the privacy is a thing of the past. The merest misdemeanor can be seen upon a screen where people know what you have done and they know where you have been. A fart or a log will be part of a blog before your hands are washed. When you've emerged from the fog, the corpse of the machine force one to keep it clean. What you step and you will strap upon the naughty trampoline. Freedom of speech is not freedom of expression when you blind and reach. You should learn a lesson and when the farmer comes with his big shotgun and run. Because you just can't make a goat these days. They'll end up on your TikTok page. If the public knows what you did to that goat, you will have the authorities at your throat. You just can't help a goat these days. You'll be in trouble in so many ways. You'll use a billy or an alley for a willy or a fanny, and you'll have a local papers in a rage. Let's sing it. Privacy's gone, you better keep your strong. It's like the members of the human race. I thank you. I wasn't going to play it. So my friends, obviously the fact that the hind legs are inside the Wellingtons and there's no real struggle doesn't mean consent. Consent is a verbal thing, so just bear it in mind. I mean, obviously, I'm in the northeast, but it's usually the West Country. I don't need to worry about, but you know, I have to explain those things quite strongly. Anyway, I'm going to sing a little. Well, this is a tale of love and a tale of loss, if you like. It's a very sad song. Sort of. I'm just going to play it. But don't tell George Lucas I'm doing this one, because he wouldn't understand. sense of the summer drama stock than I gave her £9.99 for a proper summer frock to buy. Hair like toilet water, she was a builder's daughter, not the sort I ought to consort with at all, but I taught her a thing or two about deportment, as well as an assortment of other skills. I said, come and have a kissing group with the damn mistletoe. Don't kiss me like you kiss a pope, like going with the hit and hope. She responded eagerly and we had a court, but she left me beleaguered, monetarily short. There are many little girls in this tawdry little world who think it owes them something. From twin sets of pearls to poor little curls to the nannies in a dopey city bumpkin. This little madam had the cabin where she should have a heart. She wanted something special for my money to part. She wanted an enhancement or cosmetic advancement of the art of the adult. So she asked me to consult with a doctor of aesthetics for prosthetic results. To be honest, if she had them bigger, I would exult. I do want them bigger, she'd rant and rave. I won't argue was the answer I gave, along with the cash for the procedure. I'd see them in their Crawley, I thought, but it came to naught. She left me to the dock and I was just me in a sock. But I shan't give her a knock and make her take stock. I'll say, you may walk up with that rag, but I pay for those and I want my tips back. Those things just might come in handy. Now you've left me alone and round here. You can't keep your nicks and knacks, but I pay for those and I want my tips back. I was so shattered when she left me for the cab again, but it wouldn't matter then if I could make her flat again. You may walk up with that rack, but I paid for those and now I want my tits back. Those things just might come in handy, and now you've left me alone and round here. You can't keep your nicks and knacks, but I paid for those and now I want my tits back. It's only fair, don't you think? I do anyway. I thank you. Yes. True story. So my friend, I'm going to get a little bit serious here now, actually. My dear old chum, Mr. Richard Peters, sadly, the man who designed the Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer logo. I can't believe I'm using some tragedy to flog something, but there you go. That's what Geldof would have wanted. Well, yes. He designed the iconic, if you might say, Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer logo. Available for me after the show on this lovely pure silk pocket square. Also, they've got the club tie's back. I'll flog you those if you wish to buy them. Many other things I have to flog you. Yeah, I was in the middle of a sad story, yes. I got sidetracked by flogging you gear. Merchandise. So come and see me after the show over there. I can take cards and all those sort of things. You know, Gentlemen's Club membership cards and that sort of thing. So, but yes, let's move back now to the sadness. Sadly, he passed away a couple of years ago. God bless him. And his sister, on the day after he passed away, wanted to put a nice post up about him on the Instagram and all that sort of thing, and asked people about their opinions of him and what they thought and that sort of thing. And I said, he inspired, we used to be flatmates and we'd have often discussions about things, and he inspired some of my music. And so she put this lovely post up about how he'd inspired music and all that sort of thing. And the thing is, I didn't tell her what music. So this is one of them. And it's got dance moves and singing along. And there are dance moves you can do in your chair from the torso if you wish. It's just some bobbing, really. So if you don't do the dance moves and sing along, then you're basically shooting at my friend's grave. So, shall we? It's what he would have wanted. Or as we say, he would have hated this. I say! Can you see some bobbing? The simplest of pleasures, I read an erotic pamphlet at my leisure, but never with anything else on my mind. Making the most of the passing of time. I'm a romantic at heart, as you know, but I'm also starting to grow. So I'll delve slightly deeper inside till I find something that turns my inside. The tide has turned, it seems, but all of my dreams on amorous themes and holding hands have been dashed long before the bishop's been bashed. The cats will be free from depravity, filling bodily cavities in darkened lavatories have replaced the seductive arts. So a crusade I'm going to start. Why can't there be more kissing in porn? Something here is either missing or wrong. Why can't there be more kissing in porn? Where's all the romance gone? It's what we like to see, unity of movement. commitment and unity of mission. You can bob your heads if you like. Alright, stop that. Now, I like something, my doctrine is methodical. I think through pages of amateur periodical. I can see nothing to debunk, but Lord, that thing is the size of a tree trunk. This theory is simple enough. A little more kissing, a little less muff is the stuff of a gentleman's nightly dreams. Not the extremes and the balls and his strings and his harlots and charlottes and his G-strings and tan lines. But when this turns around, there's no sense of whimsy. Pops and so brings it, 10 seconds in, it's just walls and more whimsy. It seems to me something must be, no double to see. One single more rerun of some lot of chuckling in somebody's face. I'll raise a petition and clean up the place. Why can't there be more kissing in porn? All I can see is pissing and scorn. Why can't there be more kissing in porn? Where's the romance gone? As we bounce and sing together, kissing in porn. Let's hear you. Kissing in porn. Absolutely beautiful. Sing up. Kissing in porn. This is what Friday night in Stanley is all about. Come on, let's hear you now. Nice and loud. One more time. Let's hear you. And that's why I like kissing in porn. I thank you. Thanks awfully. It's what he would have wanted. So, my friends, I'm going to park the filth, I think, for the time being. I know it's a shame, but it's sort of relentless. You're doing no two of them. So, I'm going to play another old rhythm and blues classic for you now, in a vaguely unusual Chap Hop style. Now, the only thing you need to know with this one is, unlike as it sounds, this song is not actually about my Brompton. Brompton, 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 no victory, loot. Top line time. Back now, I think. It's never paper on display. Everybody now has double barrel names. If you come around here, I'll make it all dirty. Bad loose leaf and tear right away. Sometimes I think, here we go again. Mr. P's going on about what's going through the strain. Now, I don't care for anything you'll find. I've very few other things on my mind. Because all I want to do is nice cup of tea. All I want to do is nice cup of tea. All they want to do is sing it with me now. Nice cup of tea. All they want to do is nice cup of tea. China made from bone. This is actually made from the ash of bones. Would you like a scone? Or scone if we prefer the pronunciation. I don't care where you're from. Nobody knows if it's scone or scone. Come now, let's not get cross. Have a custard cream and Steady, yeah? Oh, a bit of drama. I like it. Bring the beat back! With all the solo faces, you know, the faces the guitarists pull when they're doing solos. Be afraid of your instrument solo face. Be trodden on Lego solo face. You want the Corey Feldman solo face. I don't know what that was about. I can do them all night, but no one wants that, so we'll move on to that one. I thank you. Thank you all for my friends. I'll ask another question here. Do we happen to have any ravers in the house? Yeah, jolly good. Of course there is a dance floor, should you wish to have a dance. It was entirely up to you, of course. But I'm going to take it back now, all the way back to 1988, when my old chum Edward decided for some reason unbeknownst to me to rechristen himself Acid Ted. No idea why he did this. He used to take me to places, sometimes in the northeast, and he would sometimes give me these little sweets that made me feel rather queer. And so this goes out to him and to you all, my friends. To the mountain is capable of moving. I'm a gentleman rhymer, I'm proving. You could be what you want to be. Let your soul and your body and your mind be free. There's something in the world that can hold us back. Write down a lyric, put it down on wax, it goes rock. We'll take it straight to the top. With the magic, do this right, take a knock, we stop. Say your mind and what you want. And you can get high, put detailed thought into every design. Believe in yourself, you know what you'll find. There's no cons in a trouble-free moment of a kind. We all are that. We're going all the ways where I'm at. With deliberately small like water from a fountain. That's why I can move any mountain. Move any mountain. Move any mountain. I can move any mountain. I can move any mountain. Right, sing along time, everybody. Here we go. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I did only know me back when I spit my tea in a China town like a good tea. On a nice hot cross bun, what's about sugar? I take none, if any physically sick. Physically sick. That's right, comedy cough. Physically sick. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. We like to move it. I take it back now to the second song of love. Let me take you to a place I know you want to go. It's a good life. Yeah. I could just spin a ride and grab you. Just don't say so. I'll tie up to your cross. I have got a feeling that the flames are like this, but I'm doing to you. And when I'm doing what I'm doing, I'll be doing what you want me to do. Dramatically ambiguous, I know. Whoa, lots of drugs. One for the connoisseurs here. The Mozarts are techno. A couple of Morris dancers from Brighton, you see. Who like lasers for eyes. The Morris dancing thing's true, by the way. around his place. Perhaps smoke the odd hookah and speak absolute gibberish. Often sounding delicious here. Wadi, 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 what? Hands in the air movement. Come on, get your fingers up, all of you. Reach for the sky. Who's coming up from the rush? Wadi, wadi, what? Sing up for Flint here. I'm getting sent into outer space. Find another race. You sing it. I'm getting sent into outer space. Find another race. Louder. I'm getting sent into outer space. Find another race. I'm sent into outer space. Pay close attention. I'll take your brain to another dimension. I'll take your brain to another dimension. I'll take your brain to another dimension. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. Pay close attention. I thank you. Thank you awfully, my friends. Well, I think it's very appropriate to finish on a bit of a ballad. I don't know what that noise meant, but we'll see. So my friends will come and find me at the merchandise stall afterwards, and I'll flog you some gear merchandise. In the meantime, I'm going to play a little number from my latest long player, National Treasure. It's a little ballad in... as much as many of us sort of wonder where we fit into this world at the moment, who we are, what we do, that sort of thing. So I've written a little song to hopefully reassure you, or not. Wise words and things like that, I don't know. We'll see. The world is a confusing place where a complicated human race. It's hard to fathom where one sits. It's hard to find out. So here's a didact to help you through. So just lie back, I'll speak to you. If you feel like a pretender, just remember, someone somewhere thinks you're great, and they're glad to be up front. But someone somewhere thinks that you're a... Can't you see? Listen hard to me. This will set you free and make you feel better. A turn of phrase to make you feel you earn your place. But let this sentence reverberate that someone somewhere thinks you're it, and that someone isn't thick, but someone somewhere thinks that you're a prick. Up your ears, that's a lesson to hear, coming off the back of a sort of blistering career. It's not much, but for years and years let me make this perfectly clear, that someone somewhere thinks you're the one. Someone somewhere puts you up front, but someone somewhere thinks that you're a controversial chap hop rap. That's what the Daily Fail calls me. And someone somewhere on YouTube said they wanted to lob a brick at my head. But don't let the bastards grind you down. Squeeze a little smile out from that frown. But always retain the knowledge that someone somewhere thinks you're a prattling on, am I suppose I am. It's time to get this whole show in the can. If you've taken photos or videograms, tag me at Gentleman Rhymer on Instagram and I can pretend I've got some sort of a business plan. Always remember to try and be nice. I do, but it doesn't always quite suffice. Cause someone somewhere will think that I'm a... There's not really a deferred swear for that one, I'm afraid. There you go. It's only time to bring up the Cliff Richard style warbly kazoo for the final bit of balladeering. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Mr. B, the Gentleman Rhymer. Thanks for watching. Big and to reach the microphone when it's still going, but no, never. Sometimes you think you're going to spend a good 5 minutes in the Winnebago and wait for the noise to die down, but sometimes you think, let's just get on with this, shall we? So my friends, thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's a pleasure to see you all, and I'm hoping I'll be back and there'll be even more of us here next time. That'll be lovely. But tell all your chums, that sort of thing. If you want to tag me at Gentleman Rhymer on all the Instagrammables and the tickety-tocketies and all that sort of thing, if you do, come and find me at the merchandise boutique. Afterwards, I'll flog it in gear, merchandise. In the meantime, though, I'm going to leave us with a little sing-song and a little tribute. Now, we really do live in interesting times now, don't we? I mean, last week I was saying we live in interesting times. Now I'm like, we really live in interesting times now. Bloody Lord, don't we? So, what I like to do is, well, I think everything is started getting horribly wrong. I don't wish to be too specific, but I shall. In January of 2016, when we lost someone who was a trendsetter throughout their entire life, and sadly the trend they sent on their passing in January of 2016 was everything going to hell in a handcart. And that someone enjoys hell in a handcart. That person was, of course, Ronnie Corbett. But there were others as well. So what I'd like us to do, we're going to have a little sing-song and a tribute in a vaguely melancholy Chap Hop style. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. It's a real pleasure to be here. Hope to see you all again soon. In the meantime, let's have a little sing-song, shall we?
Personalities, ideas. I have a hotchpotch philosophy, which really is very normal.
Didn't know what time it was, the lights were low, oh, oh. I leaned back on my radio, oh, oh. Some cat was laying down some rock and roll. What I've certainly said, specifically said, I'm just reporting it to you. It's what I do, generally speaking. Then the loud sound, it seemed to fade, came down like a stir voice on a wave of fade. That's not a DJ, that was hazy cosmic jive. Sing along, everybody. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'll blow our minds. There's a starman I think we should sing that last bit one more time, Rachel.
I tend to draw a lot of benefit out of people. I love life very much indeed.
Let the children music, let all the children music, let all the children boogie. Mournful chords to finish. They said it could never be done on the banjolele.
Maybe we have to exist and live on the idea that we have one day at a time.
Thanks all for your picture. Cheers.
Thank you.